The action from Kyrgyzstan is Bekzad Abdurrashidov. Introducing to you first, coming into the red corner, representing Angola, Adriano KIANA. And his opponent comes into the blue corner, representing Georgia, Georgii Kушиташвили.
So KIANA just striding his way in there, very long and loose kind of a fighter, won by knockout in his first fight in the second round against Harpal Singh, and then beat Nasser Ali of Comoros 4-1. Kushitashvili from Tbilisi, a knockout early in the first round against Erking Adalbek Ulu in his one fight so far.
Your judges for the contest come from Latvia, Palestine, the UAE, Colombia and Egypt.
Kushitashvili got to the quarterfinals in Liverpool at the World Champs, a Paris Olympian, a bronze medalist in Tashkent at the IBA World Championships 2 years ago, a European gold medalist the year before that, so that's a good haul of medals and appearances in major competitions. And it was a good stoppage against Adalbek Ulu. Seemed to catch him quite high on the head. It was kind of hard to tell from the replay. Backed him up in the corner, teed him up really, hit him with the right hand, and it was all over.
Round one.
So KIANA Angola in the red, Kushitashvili Georgia in the blue. Looking for the right hand there, Kushitashvili didn't quite manage to land it. Just trying to stalk KIANA, trying to track him down, left hand into the body, then looking for that right hand. Left to the body again. KIANA just on the retreat, a right hand through the middle. He's got to try and use that lead hand here, KIANA, to keep Kushitashvili off him. Throws the 1-2 and ditches it in, overhand right. It's a little bit wild, this, from KIANA. He needs to be careful. He's got to stay compact, but he's got to throw, and he's got to throw with some meaning, because Kushitashvili is just going to move in on him like he is here. That was good. That was better from KIANA. Just turned off the ropes. He just shuffles in, he slides in, doesn't he, Kushitashvili? Before you know it, he's on you. And there's that right hand, followed by a left. Could have argued that the ropes kept him up there, but he bounced off them, so I think that was probably fair enough. Left hand into the body there from Kushitashvili. And again, just digging down. Right hand didn't miss by far. He's really bringing the heat here to KIANA, Georgii Kушitashvili. Right hand again, just sliding over the shoulder of KIANA. Long right hand lands there from Kushitashvili. And trying to find the gap for another one here. From one corner to the other we go. KIANA will want the bell here. And you just wonder how much longer he can really stay away for. Kushitashvili going to the body, goes up with the left hook. That was a rough round for the Angolan fighter, it really was. And there's that right hand, that's what he's looking for. He's measuring for the right with that left. He brings good effective pressure.
Seconds out.
So split scoring in favour of Kushitashvili. 4-1 with the judges. It was an incredibly clear Kushitashvili round.
Round 2.
So into the second, the Georgian in the ascendancy, he's in the blue, KIANA in the red. Needs to throw that lead hand, KIANA, shoot that jab out. He's got to do something just to stop Kushitashvili walking in on him. Leads off with the left hook there. Kushitashvili in on him again, lead left hook and then right hand. Looking for that right again, and KIANA just stepped off to his left. He was maybe just slightly too deliberate there, Kushitashvili. Goes down to the body, then up to the head. And again, he's just looking to tuck up there, KIANA. There's not too much coming back. He's got to do something to discourage Kushitashvili here. Left to the body. I think the body attack could be a good idea for Kushitashvili. That might bring those gloves down a bit. Make a bit more room for the attack up top. 1-2 there from KIANA. That's better as he comes off the ropes. They've got to tuck the vest in. That's what's going on there. Long right hand there, gets through from Kushitashvili. Looking for the uppercut. And he's just trying to survive here, KIANA. He goes from the ropes on one side to the ropes on the other side, right above us. And again he goes to the body, Kushitashvili, then switches up with the left hook. Setting his feet and just looking to punish his man to the body here, Kushitashvili, with a minute remaining in the round. The combination there gets through up top. Just tries to ditch that right hand over the top. There's not much on it there from KIANA. He's doing what he can here. He's just trying to stick in there. The referee telling him to keep his head up. And again, just taking punches to the side of the head there. And again, they just have to put that vest back in. If I was in the Angolan corner, I'd pull him out, I think, at the end of this second round, because there's a chance here that he's going to get knocked out. He's taking a beating. There's not much coming back, and he's just hanging in there on heart, really. And all that awaits him in the third round is at best 3 more minutes of this. That's the best case scenario, is 3 more minutes of that. And you look at him there just leaning on the ropes, waiting for the stall. There is nothing to be gained by sending him back out here. People talk about a puncher's chance and all of that, but in some cases that's just nonsense. Sometimes you absolutely know what's going to happen next. And as I say, the best case scenario for KIANA here is that Kushitashvili just gives it to him for another 3 minutes. But it could be worse than that.
Seconds out.
And 10-9s across the board there. I'm slightly surprised there aren't some 10-8s in there, because this is very one-sided.
Third and final round.
So third and final round, as Aki says, Adriano KIANA of Angola in the red, Georgii GEO of Georgia in the blue. That's better from KIANA. Get on that jab. That's going to give Kushitashvili at least something to think about. So the Georgian just straight back on him here. Goes up to the head, goes down to the body. Up and down with the jab. Just trying to change the level. That's good boxing. That guard is tight though from KIANA. You can see he's determined to tuck up here. He's determined to get through. But after those initial flurries in the early stages of the round, again, really he's going into survival mode here. He's just trying to protect himself. Left hand there from KIANA. Okay, maybe he's got a little bit more left. Kushitashvili, for his part, he's clear here, and he doesn't need to go absolutely crazy. I think that left hand to the body might have hurt him a little bit. You can see him just back off there. He doesn't need to take any risks here himself, so maybe he's not going to put the hammer absolutely down. There's a little bit of damage around that right eye, I think, just below the eyebrow maybe for Kushitashvili. There's a right hand goes up top there for Kushitashvili. And again, more good body work. And with a semi-final coming up tomorrow, he would be well advised actually not to go too crazy here, because he'll have boxed 3 days in a row too. If you're in the round of 16 on Sunday, no, Monday, then you'll have got a little bit of rest between your fight and this one. Everybody's going to have 2 in 2 days though. Quarter-final and semi-final. Just setting his feet and letting that right hand go. And he's done better in this final round, KIANA. I'm happy to admit that, but I think part of the reason for that is that Kushitashvili hasn't gone out looking to try and force the stoppage here, because he just doesn't need it. Well, there goes the bell, and Kushitashvili with a very comprehensive win. And after this, we will venture into the super heavyweight division for a final 2 fights of the session.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest via unanimous decision, and now heading into the semi-finals in the blue corner, representing Georgia, Georgii Kushitashvili.
So Kushitashvili goes through. And he's gained a lot of good experience in this tournament, Kiana, and he managed to get through there. I wasn't convinced that he would, but he did. Coming up in our first super heavyweight quarter-final, we've got two fighters who haven't actually done that much boxing yet, despite the fact that they've had 4 fights between them. They've had